welcome. This is where we talk everything West Ham United women. And do you know what? It's been really tough at the moment. Being down at the bottom, it's not an easy place to be. And there's been so many negative tweets, which I get. We're all passionate about the club, and on the team sheet, we should be performing better. So I thought it'd be a really good idea to bring somebody else in from the Women's Supporters Board as well, to get a different view on things and how not just we want to move forward, but how the club are actually doing things to move forward as well. So today we've got a newbie. Yes, her name is Maisie. She's a lighting designer by trade, but is also a goalie and has done social media for the FA and the Lionesses. But more importantly, she's a lifelong Hammer. Maisie, hello, welcome, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thanks. It's great to have you on. Good stuff.
Thank you for having me.
Good stuff. Well, look, I'm just going to jump into the Chelsea match, shall we? Because I think it's the best performance we've had. What did you think of it?
I have to agree with you there. I think Chelsea being who they are, obviously we went in anticipating a challenge and maybe not expecting to win or at all come out with a close scoreline. We had 3 weeks away. It was the international break, so both teams weren't on top form because they hadn't trained together for a while. But I think we played fantastically, really. I think Courtney Brosnan was excellent. I have massive admiration for her, obviously, as a goalkeeper. I watched the goalies perform and I think she did fantastically. I really don't think we could have done any... Obviously, we could have done better if we won, but I really don't think we could have done any better. I think it was a fantastic performance all round, and we really, we showed Chelsea that we can challenge them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Svitkova as well. I think she's improving every single match. I know a lot of people saying it's about confidence, right? And I think it was about 3-4 matches ago, but the last couple of ones I'm not. I think it's just a case of us getting our mindset right as well, and Ollie as well, and he's getting a bit of understanding, I think. I don't know. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think gelling as a team is something really important, and obviously I've learned over the years, having played in different teams, it does take a while to settle in. And when you've got constant changes, and we had Cho and Alicia that have just gone elsewhere, and so that's like quite a big change because they're two quite important players for us, and we've got quite a lot of young players that are coming up. So I think just gelling as a team in general, along with that new manager, it's going to take a bit of time, but we're doing really well. I think we're adapting really quickly.
Yeah, I think it was great for me. I'm a massive Dali fan myself. I think she can create magic. She'd be a great chess player. She sort of like knows 2 moves ahead, right? And I think, and you notice that on the pitch. And as you say, I think if everyone can gel together that now within the next couple of games, I think we'll be. I've absolutely no question that we will not be going down this season.
Yeah, I think we've got the people now, and now that Thomas is back as well, we've got that framework to step our game back up and become the West Ham that we were a couple of seasons ago when we were playing City in the final of the FA Cup.
Yeah, we've got Dagny as well, right? I mean, she's brought so much confidence as well to the side. Totally. I mean, I couldn't have been happy. Well, actually, no, I lie. I could have been happy. I'd have been happy if she'd have scored.
Cool. Yeah, but
for a debut performance, I don't think you can beat it, can you?
No, not at all. Excellent.
Yeah, but I don't know. But anyway, listen, should we talk a little bit about the Women's Supporters Board? Because for people that don't know, we are actually having 3 or 4 monthly meetings since we've set up. And Jack and a few other people from behind the scenes as well come on and chat to everybody on the Women's Supporters Board about where we are, where we want to go, and we're getting to the point now as the supporters board ourselves, is that we've now got a little sort of email group as well, where we're going to be putting ideas and some things for us to all move forward to help the club out. So I mean, look, Maisie, what's your part, and where would you want to see yourself within the supporters board, and how we can move forward with that?
So I was appointed as the under 25s representative. So I'm 22 years old myself, so I fit in with that category quite well. I'm right in the sort of middle ground of, 18 to 25. And I feel like I'm quite an approachable person, so I'd like people to think that they could just come to, if they had any suggestions or any ideas, or even if they just wanted to talk about West Ham. Do you know what I mean? Like there's loads of people down the pub if you want to go and speak about men's football, but who have you got to go and talk to about women's football? So I think it's such a big thing, and it's ever growing, and more people want to get involved, but they don't know how, or they don't know where to start. So for West Ham, I'm that person for the supporters, and they can come to me and I can put my ideas forward to you guys, and then we can go from there.
Brilliant. Ditto, exactly what it's like. And it's nice to see like the younger, like 20-year-olds like yourself as well getting more involved, and but I think you're not got as much visibility as I think you need yet as well, because you are approachable, Maze. I just sent you a little text and you was like straight back at me, no problem, let's do this, because I think it's like, say, you're a lifelong hammer like me. Obviously I've a lot more years than you, but but I think the reason we put ourselves up for the Women's Supporters Board was not to highlight ourselves, that's for sure. It's just a case to be able to be a bigger part and actually to help bring this forward. Because I don't know about you, Mace, but I feel a lot of the fans are discombobulated, and there's a lot of people that don't really want to mix, which is fine. But I think sometimes it's like them and us. Do you know what I mean? And I think hopefully as the supporters board and having meetings like this that we can eradicate that and say, look, we're just here. We're not here for ourselves. We're just here for the good of the club. It's as simple as that, right?
Yeah, we're here to just have a good time. We watch football because we enjoy it, and we happen to support this team. And it'd be nice to have other people that support this team like we do and are passionate about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And it cuts through all demographics as well, because the common ground is the West Ham, right? So it's as simple as that. Yeah. So, but as I say, what we'll be doing another little get to know you with more people from the Women's Supporters Board, I should say. I was going to say club, in the future. And Maisie will be along again for that. But look, let's get back to the footy, right? So I did sort of touch on Ollie a bit, didn't I? But I mean, he is settling in, I think. I think he's understanding. He's learning quick, I think, right? And I think, it's a difficult one. I think he is the right person for the job, and I think after us talking with Jack, etc., I think we all know, actually, he must have seen something in Ollie to put him forward. So I think he's doing a good job. Are you happier now than you was originally, or?
I think he's made an impact, and we can see that. He's not had very long. We've not had many WSL matches under his control. Give it time, and I think we will progress. He's come in with a fresh set of eyes. We've had a bit of a switch up in the team and the dynamic. There's no detriment to Matt and how he controlled us, because everyone works differently, and he's doing great over at Bristol. That's perfect. He's not a bad person, but sometimes you just need a little bit of a refresh. And Ollie has come in, he's taken the challenge on board, and it is a challenge because we are where we are in the league, and that goes without saying. But we are doing really well, and he has something to do with that, clearly. So I'm very happy with how things are going at the moment, and I think we can only go up from here.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I'm terrible at remembering things, so I have to write it down. I put it over here. So he did actually say it was regarding Chelsea. Obviously, it was a disappointing result. We tried to play every game to win or collect points, but we got 0 today. Overall, however, it was a marked improvement. I think he's an honest guy. I think he's Matt as well. He's an honest bloke, right?
Yeah.
And it's been interesting, that I think the transparency is showing there as well, where they're going to be doing a Zoom call, aren't they, with a Q&A?
Yes.
Brilliant. It's going to be...
I read the same article as you, and even though, he was disheartened that we lost. Obviously, you're going to be, as a fan, you're not going to be cheering that we lost 2-0, but you are going to be positive about it because it's Chelsea. We got smashed 9-1 at the start of the season by Arsenal, and they're not top of the league. Chelsea are top of the league. They just won the Conti Cup again. Big improvements.
I was there last season as well when we lost 8-0 away. I think it was just me and a couple of other West Ham supporters trying to shout out 3,000 people. But yeah, it was a tough one. So there is a vast improvement, you know. And I don't normally, well, I've done stats before, but I'm just going to throw some in just because I find them quite interesting actually when I looked. So I look back to the Chelsea match, right? It's possession, right? We had 40, they had 60%, right? But then I look back as well to the February match in Brighton, which was the match before. So we had 54% of possession, they had 46. So actually, considering it's Chelsea, I don't think actually that's too bad, you know? Shots on targets, we had like 0-5 on both matches. Successful tackles, actually not bad, you know. It was kind of 60-40, you know. That's not a bad result. And the passing accuracy for us was 55%. I think that's pretty good.
We are slowly getting there. It will just take time, but we are doing well considering.
Definitely. So you can see there is a slight improvement going up. Let's say, considering it's Chelsea, they're not that bad stats for us, you know. So yeah, I mean, I think we could. Their only way is up. As I said to you, I don't think we're going to go down. You know, I mean, we've got seven matches, isn't it? I think it is. Yeah, and we've got like Man United and Reading and Villa after this as well. Yeah. But yeah, look, Birmingham, right? All I really know about them, full disclosure, is that I know they're really defensive, right? So what do you think's coming for us?
Okay, so the last time we played them was back in November, I think the 8th of November, something like that, and we won. So since then, they've scored twice. 14th of November, so that was like the week after, and then they scored one goal against Everton. So they've drawn. They haven't won many games. They've conceded a lot. We've got quite a strong midfield and attacking section and attacking midfield. Obviously, they are quite defensive, so we are expecting them to hold us back a little bit. But going by their past performances and the way that we are progressing up, I think we have got a very good chance of beating them.
Yeah, I do as well. I mean, it's just like, I know they're defensive, but, and I know a lot of people complain that we've only got one up front with Martha, but I can't think of a time actually that we've actually had two up front anyway, I think. I can't remember. I don't think we really have. So, but I think, and a lot of people said about Martha's confidence. Well, I don't think she ever did. I just think she's not been getting the service. Do you know what I mean? If you've not got the service, you can't score the goals, right? It's sort of simple. But yeah, I'll never hear a bad word against her, I think. But yeah, I think you're right. And there's lots of ways in with Emily and stuff like that as well, right? You can look at all sides of the pitch. And now I'm confident we can score from anywhere.
I think we do stand a very good chance.
Yeah. And defensively, I think we're doing really well. You know, Reddish is not a name that you hear much, but or only for me, because I think she's been our most consistent player throughout as well. I think Vetterline, the past couple of matches, I've noticed she's picked up her game. Yeah. And she's firing all cylinders. You know, she's another Dagny to me. She's like, she don't care. She just run for everyone. You know,
I have to agree with you there. Vetterline is, you know, enhances that back line.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I don't think, you know, I think since Brooke left, we've never been able to kind of fill that gap with her, but I think we're getting there. Do you know what I mean? I do think we're getting there. But yeah, it's I feel excited, I think, for the first time ever since this season, being a West Ham fan for a woman.
Yeah, definitely. It was exciting. I got to go to that game back in September at the stadium. I don't know if you were there.
Yeah.
And obviously that was really exciting, but you come away from that disheartened because you lost. And I was there filming for the FA as well, so I was kind of a bit occupied with that anyway. You do just come away and you're like, you know, so it's really nice that now that things are picking up and we might be able to get back into the stadium soon. I think it'll be, you know, really positive if we start creeping back up again.
Yeah. First 20 minutes of that match, by the way, was cracking.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I've blocked everything out after that. Ask me, I've known nothing after 20 minutes. No idea what's going on.
I don't know what happened.
Hyperventilating behind my mask. I was shouting so much, I think. But yeah, but it's great to see from like everyone that you're talking to now, they are feeling more positive, you know, and you can't, just throw out a manager after two bad performances as well. You know, it is a case of just all being behind him, and I think that's most important for all of us. You know, past few three podcasts that I've had, I hate being negative, so it's been more banter, you know, because it is so close. You know, Declan Rice is not going to read everyone's tweets, but I bet you a majority of the women's team do, and having that negativity is just rot that it's difficult to get rid of. So I think stuff like this and actually talking about the team and the positivity rather than just the negativity is brilliant. And it's great to see you, Maisie, as well, obviously feeling the same way, right?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's been another sort of, the only thing I think about the club at the moment where everyone's moaning, and I think they're actually right, was the lack of communication as well. You know, finding that we had sort of like Emily over from Man United, actually didn't realise until saw her on the team sheet. You know, a bit dodgy. And in the old days, we'd all just be there complaining, right? But I was able to just send a message to the club and got some information back as well for all our Pride of Irons members, you know, that they are working on actually a new system basically to ensure moving forward that, you know, they're going to be better basically, you know. So, and they've got new comms people in and stuff like that. So it's all a real positive. I think it's a good time.
All progress.
Definitely. And I think with people like us as well, with the Women's Supporters Board, or working together, and I think that's really important as well. Yeah, it brings hope, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, what team do you play for? Forgot to ask.
I play up in Hertfordshire at the moment for Hertfordshire Vipers.
Blimey. Oh.
Yeah.
So what league's that then?
So we're Premier Division of the Beds and Hearts League, looking for promotion into the Women's Eastern Region.
Cool. Wow. Okay. Yeah, another shirt I'm going to have to buy now. There's so many. There's too many teams to support now. I can't keep up with it all, but that's amazing. So yes, so you're an Essex girl anyway, aren't you?
I am. Yeah, I live down the road.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, look, is there anything else you want to plug before we go?
Not really. I mean, you can give me a follow on Twitter if you ever want to send me a message. At MaisieTS_. I think you might have to tag that somewhere.
I'll sort that out. Yeah, but just before we go as well, oh my goodness me, score! Come on, let's go.
Oh, I mean, going by Birmingham's track record at the moment of not scoring many, I'm going to have to go with a nil scoreline. So I'm going to go for 2-0.
Good, yes, exactly what I had written down there. I will take a picture of it and put it on, but I had it written down there that it's 2-0. Yeah.
Great minds.
Yeah, and I think Dagny's going to get one in. It'd just be good, wouldn't it? Yeah, it'd be really great if she could. Yeah, well, listen, thanks everyone for listening in or watching. All of Maisie's information will be down on the description. Please like or subscribe. It helps us out a lot. Thank you. Please join us again. And if you've got any questions, throw them on Twitter and we'll reply next time. But Maisie, thanks again. And yeah, we'll see you again soon. Cheers. Bye.